Good morning children. Today I will discuss the last lecture of this chapter. Parthenocarpic fruits. You people are aware of the term parthenogenesis in chapter 1 also. Parthenogenesis means when a female gamete converts into embryo. So that process is known as parthenogenesis. But when we talk about plants, the same procedure is known as parthenocarpy. And the fruits which are produced as a result are known as parthenocarpic fruits. So let us repeat once again what happens here. Fruits which are formed without fertilization. By any means, without fertilization, the fruits which are formed are known as parthenocarpic fruits. Just like in banana. Banana is seedless and many other seedless fruits can be produced by this technology. So, this has been widely explored in the field of biotechnology these days. Secondly, angiosperms. Why the angiosperms so well distributed and stable on earth? What are the causes for that? First, pollination and fertilization is independent of water. Just don't keep this thing in mind that water pollination is generally happening in the water plants, but excluding all those things, very less of genera are present in the aquatic condition. So angiosperms basically widely distributed on earth, and the pollination and fertilization does not require any water like it is required in bryophytes, pteridophytes. Then secondly, seed. Seed is a very amazing structure and it is a bank for future because it reserves the embryo in it, and for that the embryo is being protected and we can store the seeds, and agriculture is impossible without seeds. So the strategies for the seed dispersal, that means the seeds are dispersed at the far off places, which confirms and ensures the wide distribution of angiosperms around the globe. Then they have stored food inside them, so till the germination time comes, the stored food is being utilized. The stored food is in the form of cotyledons, we know. Then dehydration and dormancy. If the seeds are not provided water for a certain period of time, they remain viable and protected. Inside the sheaths, I told you, testa and tegmen. And secondly, the dormancy. Dormancy we discussed yesterday. It is a period of rest. That means the metabolic activity goes off or very slow in this process. So the seeds are just kept for the future in this way due to these two properties. Seed viability. Till how long a seed can remain alive? It varies from species to species. Like we have found 100 of years like old seed, lupin. It is Lupinus arcticus. It is found in Arctic tundra. Okay, this seed is excavated. Excavation means जब आप खोदते हैं कोई चीज और निकालते हैं, excavation होता है, जैसे archaeological sites पे भी. Similarly, the seeds were taken out from the Arctic tundra, and after 10,000 years it was germinated. That is no less than a miracle. Okay, now date palm, 2000 years old seeds were found. Phoenix dactylifera. Children, just want to tell you a small thing you have studied in 11th also. Always the scientific names, genera and species. Genera will begin from the capital and species will begin from the small letter, and they will be underlined separately. So this is the pattern how to write a scientific name. Then the last topic, Apomixis and polyembryony. Very interesting and very knowledgeable topic. Apomixis. Mixis, ये वर्ड को मिक्सिस वर्ड से मिमिक निकालो और जस्ट मिमिक्री होती है ना, कि मिमिक. सो एपोमिक्सिस, इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ मिमिक्री ऑफ सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन. Actually, apomixis is not a sexual reproduction, it is a asexual reproduction, and it mimics the sexual reproduction. Why? Because in it embryo is being formed. That's why. How the embryo is being formed? The diploid egg. The diploid egg, that means no meiosis takes place. Whenever the egg is formed, egg is always what? Egg is always N in nature. But here, the meiosis has not taken place, so the egg remains diploid. and when the egg remains diploid, this egg directly converts into embryo. So actually it is not a sexual reproduction because no fusion, no fertilization is taking place. It is just forming an embryo. That's why we are calling it the mimicry of sexual reproduction. Then polyembryony. Polyembryony is found in citrus and mango. Citrus fruits are your orange, sweet lemon, etc. And mango. Nucellus. Just recall nucellus. Nucellus is the nutritive tissue which was surrounding the embryo sac. So many nucellar cells, they get converted into embryo. Just have a look. This is nucellus which is surrounding the embryo sac. Now this nucellar tissue gets converted, the nucellar cells get converted into embryos. So many embryos are formed, that's why the process is known as polyembryony. Now hybrid seeds. What are hybrids? Hybrid means when two species or two genera or any two varieties are being crossed and a new variety is made. That is very much prevalent in the agriculture industry these days. So these hybrid seeds are really very much expensive, and year after year we have to produce new hybrid seeds. Why? Because these hybrid seeds are not capable of doing the sexual reproduction and forming the new. These species are not which we are doing it by our will. अपने will से कर रहे हैं and we are crossing it. So they will not reproduce naturally. So every year there is a very lot expense to make these hybrid seeds. What if we make these hybrid seeds apomitic? कैसे बनाएंगे? In the plant we will introduce the apomitic genes that you will be studying in detail in biotechnology chapter. Fine. So apomitic genes are incorporated in the plant. Now whenever the seeds will be formed, they will be apomitic. Okay, so there is no requirement of sexual reproduction because apomitic seeds will naturally produce embryo without fertilization. So this concept will be of a great benefit to the farmers all around. Okay, bye bye children.